Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for week 18, day 4. It is, that's right, May the 4th be with you. 2017 as always. Please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only, to support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right. Yes. May the 4th be with you, everybody. Happy Thursday, as there it is. That's it. Healthcare vote. That was in the headlines there for today's session. Passing finally here. We'll see what's going to roll out in the markets in the weeks and the months to come. But for now, there's the session highlights, as really just a roller coaster ride today as we roll into, that's right, NFP, non-farm payrolls, coming in on Friday. Pretty much market internals momentum down. We'll go ahead and take a look at that here in the moment, with the VIX closing out around 1046, and for the majority, 8 sectors in the green, 17 in the red. So there you go. Big picture was either flat to downside today, and gives us a Globex net long that just turned into a net chop at the end. All right, let's jump into the market internals, and we'll go right to the charts. Taking a look here as the volume profile. Again, I like to look at that, see if there are any weak highs, weak lows. Was it a good balanced profile session? And for the most part, yes, a little bit longer on the downside, 70% of the range right there in within yesterday's range. So we still sit in consolidation. A little bit longer tail down on the ES. Nice 10 handle move from the low upside today. We'll take a look at that chart here as well. All right, how do we do on those daily gaps? Daily gaps still sitting downside. Didn't close them. Looked like we might have been headed downside in the AM session, but no go. Price action still holding above the weekly open. Why I'm still struggling here, but again, I bring these up each and every day to clearly show that the downside open gaps remain on all of the charts here, and eventually those will be closed out. But obviously the market is not ready to go and play to the downside. AD lines, nothing spectacular. It was flat across. Volume was pretty flat today, if there was much volume. Probably just rolling in. Gotta wait for that catalyst. That's what we keep talking about. Will it be non-farm payrolls tomorrow? Will it be the French elections? Whoever knows what it will be. This is obviously a whole different market. Catch my Twitter feed. You'll see the various types of ideas that are thrown out there that I wouldn't call fake news. I would call, with a little bit of research, hopefully, but a totally different kind of market that just doesn't move on the data. Jobless claims out today. Used to be a number that markets would move. Now it just doesn't seem to affect the overall trend. All right, let's there's our market internals. Again, market internals momentum down, but does that mean for the intraday trader that doesn't mean there are any setups? No, that doesn't mean that. So let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Want to kind of paint a picture here from last night. As you can see, the NQ here, nice move to the upside. Again, the overlay of the MML charts. If this is your first time looking at these charts, let's just quickly introduce the concept. Right here is the Heikin Ashi bars. The Heikin Ashi bars are a solid body or indecision bar. The obviously is to try and catch a wave, and hopefully that's what we're looking for. Though sometimes range bound sessions don't offer us that. Instead of deciding which kind of candle you have, you can throw in a high probability setup with the HA bars underneath a 5144 cloud, using MML levels as perhaps a level or target to either bounce off or not. And really nice moves on the NQ today. Throwing yourself a trade management, and you got yourself a fantastic strategy. All right, so let's go back to that NQ Globex. Again, nice move to the upside. That was our Globex pick. So drop that session time down to a 5-4. I use a Flex Renko on my charts, HA bars. Again, you can use a time chart. That's fine. If you're trading usually off of 5, I go on an overnight to a 1-minute chart. And the overlay there that you see on the chart here, the MML, Murray Math Levels. Again, I drop those down to a 1 minute, where during the day I use a 5-minute chart. And there you go. You have yourself a trading strategy. HA bars above the T3 T3 moving average, Tim Tilson's moving average, and you got yourself in trend. So very nice Globex trend until price action near the midnight open started to reset. The MMLs again can reset on a smaller time frame. And there we are pre-London as consolidation just set in. So there was Globex uptrend, nice move, net long. That's where we were sitting. GC, on the other hand, had a nice move to the downside on the overnight. There it was, place to stop up here. Setups right there on the solid Heikin Ashi bars, tails down, and there you go. Trade management, whole nother beast. Something we could talk about later on. But as far as trade management is concerned, the idea is get that trend moving. What is it going to signify to put you in a trend? So whatever market you're watching, again, I'm not a big proponent of many markets. Get to know 1 to 2 markets really well. If it's GC and CL, if it's CL and 6E, if it's the ES and the YM, whatever it might be, price action, the whole idea is to find the highest probability setup and let your trade management put you in the setup and let it run. So GC, really nice move on the Globex last night. Nothing much else to speak of until the U.S. regular trading hours. All right, so our session started out today. Let's go right into the big pick. How did it fall out today? ES, nice move. Price action again to the downside. Open close, pretty flat market on the ES. Again, a little bit of a roller coaster ride here in the PM session. Don't usually like that PM session. That's where you give back the AM moves. So nice solid body tail down already in play here. Got everything in the red. Nice move. Again, use to color the background of the charts in red and green. You could do that as well. Price action gives you another opportunity. You might have been stopped out, but trade management should have saved you over here. Get that stop to break even. Price action again. Third move down in the AM session. That was it. Nice move on the ES. Let me go ahead and pull up that 10 handle move. There we go. Price action. Look at that. Right off the reversal of the MML, Murray math levels, which didn't fluctuate too much intraday. There it is. Solid body tail up off the MML. Again, not the highest probability setup. Maybe a couple bars past as you got the 534 crossing. But if you were trading off those MMLs, very nice move all the way up. 10 handle uptrend off the low, as Mr. Topstep loves to talk about that 10 handle roll. And there it is, 23.86. Nice move to the upside. How did we do at our YM today? Price action on the indices, probably the smoothest of all the indices downside here. Solid body trending down. Nice move on the go right here. Not too fast, not too quick. Gives you an entry, solid body. Heikin Ashi bars, tails down. A little bit of a pullback. That's what I was looking for. But unfortunately did not catch that YM, as we could see underneath the T3 moving average. So setup number 1, great place to move your stop to the swing. And let me show you that swing, what I'm talking about. There it is, swing high stops. That's what you're looking for. So YM with a nice move down. Swing high stop still keeps you in the trade all the way down, most likely on an MML level, which would have kept you in the trade at least to the lows here and out somewhere to the lows here. PM session, just let it go, wipe, as price action seemed to just be waiting. That's right, seemed to be waiting for the vote on the healthcare. All right, let's jump into the NQ. Go ahead and pull up some of the how the day rolled out. So there again, a lot of roller coaster ride. Price action, was it to wipe out the longs? Was it to wipe out the shorts? Who knows? We had a market internals again, still in the red. Look at our watch list here. We had a 50-50 pretty much. So that's what it looks like when you have your 50-50 on the majority of the Netflix stocks there, mostly either in red or green. So that's what you find on the futures here. But again, pockets of trend opportunity in the AM session. But just when you get markets setting upside, bang, they just rip downside and rip right back up. Open, close, pretty much flat session here in the PM session. I pretty much like to let that PM session go. So if you got your move in the AM session on a couple of micro pockets of trend, this is how it played out. Let's take a look. NQ setup number 1. Nice move. Nothing on the charts. No MMLs, just straight up. Solid Heikin Ashi bar, T3 slope. There you go. Price action in. Trending down. Yep, got a stall. So what do? You hold on. Now, at one point I was thinking price action, looking at the MMLs. Again, those Murray math levels, something I've been watching lately on all 3 time frames. Again, the MML concept, something new to me over the last couple of months. I've been watching them more and more. No solid strategy off of it. Still Heikin Ashi bars, cloud, 534 AMA, as I talk about in the daily trend every day. But here you can see price action in sync. These are in sync. Again, 1 minute reset itself several times this morning. 5 minute reset itself once. And price action on the 10 minute was stable the whole time. So once these were all in sync, that's right, bounce off of 56.05 and bang, they all went to the upside. So something to keep in mind if especially they're all in sync. So how'd that NQ come down? That's right. It eventually got down to the MML, eventually after a small pullback to the major support resistance. That was after the 5 minute reset. Nice move. Now, what did I say? All three MMLs, that's right, bounce off the low. I'm not saying take that first move. I'm saying at least get yourself a trend. T350 slope uptrend. Now you can get yourself in a move upside. MML from the support to the resistance. Was that the end? Well, let's take a look. How do we do? Post-Euro close. Throw in a fib projection. Maybe we'll get up there to at least fib level 1. Yes, nice move after a pullback once again. And by the way, we did not touch that MML high. We crossed through it. Now you're ready for the short on the price action downside, and there's your NQ AM session. Never went up and got that fib projection high, but nice pullback back underneath the MML low. How about that? Right after the European close, and you got yourself an MML strategy high low. By the way, these charts are available on my website, tradingfibs.com, or you can check out my Twitter feed as well, posted throughout the day. So that's what it was. Price action to the downside. Was wondering if we were going to go get those open gaps. Meanwhile, NQ just doing the waffle between the resistance and the support. Again, don't run it all the way down. At least short front run it so you can get a contract off. All three MML time frames in sync today. 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute. Almost an anomaly today. Don't always see that. But here it is. Price action puts you in. Not the best of setups. Very high risk in my opinion. Maybe the better of the entries down here as we drew underneath the major support. Why? Because what I'm looking for is everything in sync. Everything in sync. I'm looking for, whoops, wrong chart. I want to pull up something else, but we'll show you that chart later. Anyway, the idea is that everything in sync means that if I'm going from the high to the low, it means I want my HA bars in trend to the downside. I want the 534, that's row number 2, in sync. That means that would be in red. And the 5144, the cloud. So where does that occur on this whole move? It doesn't occur until over here underneath major support. So yes, if you're trading the MML high to low, great move. If you're waiting for the ultimate trend here, or the highest probability trend, that would have been down here, and basically the trade was over. All right, so back upside. NQ, anything else? Yes, mid-session close, bounces right back up. So by the MML range bound today, you couldn't have called it any better. And that's it. NQ healthcare vote passes, and we pretty much get a little bit of choppy action towards the latter part of the afternoon. All right, so that was the NQ. Again, we don't usually go through that many charts, but what a move on the NQ today, just within the MML levels. But highest probability setups was a little bit limiting on the charts today. All right, let's go over to the charts themselves. There we go. Let's jump into one of the other trending charts. Again, crude, nice move here. We could see on the crude open, again, underneath the Globex low, nice move. A little bit choppy to go at start, and then finally ripping down today as we just continue to go close out some more of those daily gaps. That's right, closing out 1 daily, 2 daily gaps today. So we'll go ahead, put the dash on it. And remember, we were sitting up here weeks ago. I was saying, yep, beware. We got those open gaps down below. Market takes care of business where it needs to, and then eventually can push higher. So nice trending move. T35 downside. As long as you get the earlier entry, let it ride. T35 underneath the 34 EMA, under a VWAP, you pick any trend, and you got yourself a nice trending move to remain in the trade. That's the idea. Let them run. Let them run. How'd the GC do? GC, after an overnight Globex, a little bit choppy here today, so GC not running as well, and nothing to speak of there much on the end, but it was the euro on news out of Europe. Again, French elections, who knows? Brexit still playing itself out. But there it is. Nice move on the Globex, above the T35, above the 34, above all these key moving averages and strategies. A little bit of chop to get the AM session going, but again, you can see higher lows here keeping you in the trend. If your trade management stops you out, you just jump right back in on 2 bars or 1 bar confirmation. PM session, or right up to the PM session, nice move, and that was pretty much it on the 6E. All right, jumping into tomorrow, where are we sitting overall? Big picture. Again, this morning, ES pre-market, that's where we're sitting, a resistance, these levels of Convergence, confluence, again, 23.90.75 was the upstairs we were looking at. That's it. That was the high for the most. Downstairs, 23.76. I was looking down here around the reversal around 60-minute chart. And so 23.90.75, a little bit of a reset here on the 5-minute chart. But as we head into the overnight session, we're back up at resistance here, downside 23.79. So heading into tomorrow, as long as we don't have any major reset on the charts overnight, again, we're looking up to those all-time highs, and anything down below here, 10 EMA all the way down to resistance for level of support. You can see we just broke through some of these levels, but again, we bounced up off that low, the MML low, 10-handle rule upside. Nice move on the ES. All right, MML charts. Let's take a look how we were looking this morning. NQ, again, reversal, all this level of consolidation the last couple days. This price action, yeah, Monday got that lift, but we haven't been able to break upside. With no more serious levels upside, we got to resort to the smaller time frame. So 5-minute, we're looking upside here to the upper levels and downside all the way down to 56.08. You can see NQ down here getting to a low around 56.03-ish today on the charts. Really major support resistance on the 60. That's 50% of the move upside. Again, key levels downside, including those open gaps. Where are we sitting tonight? Going in the Globex? That's right. We're right back upside into that resistance on the 60-minute chart. And the reversal would be the top line, and then it's space up there. Downside, watch those open gaps. All right, let's jump into and finish up and wrap up with the 1-minute charts as we roll into the overnight session. ES, again, watch for the downside, 23.79 to 76. Upside, maybe we would go retest today's high or stay within this small area of resistance as we head into tomorrow. Taking a look at the NQ again, nice move holding above the 34 EMA 1-minute chart there, and the PM session getting a nice move all the way upside. So downside, again, we'll be looking to either major support resistance or all the way down here to about 56.11, and wrapping it up on the YM as we head into the Globex, downside 820 all the way down to 781. Again, keep those bigger pictures in mind if any trend picks up on the Globex charts. All right, Jedi traders, let's roll into the economic calendar for tomorrow as we head into Friday. That's right, it's all about employment situation, but that doesn't leave anything untouched here as Fed speakers and Yellen tomorrow. So throw in a hard knocker for the end of the week, and that's what we got there on the charts as we head into Friday. Watch that Globex, and Sunday elections on the other side of the ocean. If you're on that side of the ocean, be sure to stay tuned. All right, that concludes an insight into the daily trend and key futures markets as I see them every day. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. That's right, that's the chart, one chart. Simple. It is one simple strategy, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. All right, keep that in mind. Keep those charts simple, guys. You can find me every day, right here on Twitter at TradingFibs, TradFibz. And as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I'm only watching what's in front of me and on my chart. So leave that bias at the door when trading. Hey guys, it's an open invitation. If you guys want to join us in our community of like-minded traders seeking those highest probability subs, feel free to email me, david@tradingfibs.com. Again, you may join us any Thursday or Friday session to view the live chart setups as they happen each day. Again, a shout out to my most recent tutorial on the Murray math levels as I see them in combination with the HA bars. And to bring that chart up again, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Everything in sync. I want Heikidashi bars. Tails up. I want my cloud up, which most likely it is here. That's not the right chart to show you on this, but again, we saw that here on some of the charts on the NQ today. But again, if I'm going from the low to the high, I want my two bars at the bottom. I want the 534 in sync, and I want the 5144 in sync. If I'm coming down, even better. I want them all in the red. Anything else, I strategize then on my core strategy. Don't need the MML levels. I just use the HA bars in coordination with a T3 or a 34 EMA, whichever moving average you choose. All right, Jedi traders, it is May 4th. Again, May 4th be with you. Cinco de Mayo coming up, right? Yes, unbelievable. What a way to end the week. All right, guys, have yourselves a Blue Zone day wherever you may be, and making sure we covered everything, all the charts. Yes, have yourself, again, an awesome day, good night, and as always, good trading to you. I'm David at TradingFibs.com.